Hello everyone and welcome to the Sheldon Show. Now this is a very interesting video today. It's the start of a brand new series. Now as much as I like to talk about films on this channel, as I always do, I feel like sometimes you don't always get a more personal side to me. Plus I've always wanted to collaborate with other people. I've always felt like there is some amazing talent both outside and inside of YouTube that I've loved to collaborate with. So I'm finally trying to combine both of those things, and so I present this new challenge series. I haven't got a name for it yet because I'm creatively bankrupt and I can't think of anything, so please leave in the comments what you would call this. But at the minute, it's the Sheldon Show versus
me, Cerys T. For those of you who don't know who I am, I have my own YouTube channel called Cerys T. I document my daily life, summer holidays, as well as school trips. Me and David have been friends for a long time, but this is the first time we've properly challenged each other, so I was really excited when he asked me to do a collaboration video. But today we're going to put the friendship aside. This calls for a real competition. I hope you're ready, David.
Thank you, Cerys, and a lot of fighting talk, but it won't be necessary because you're not going to win. And speaking of Cerys, I'm joined by her now. Hello, Cerys, how are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. You ready to lose?
Wouldn't quite put it that way.
Alright, fair enough. Let's just run down what's going to happen quickly. We have a couple of quiz rounds based on how well we know each other, some general knowledge rounds. Then there's also a physical challenge. And then there's also the impersonation challenge, which is courtesy of my friend Mena. Thank you, because you gave us the idea, because we were stumped. Where, well, we'll explain as we go, but should be quite entertaining. Just to let you know, we also have forfeits. Why did I decide to do this? Why, God, why? So basically, a couple of days ago, we both created a forfeit on a piece of paper. We each have our forfeits with us. At the end of the video, it's going to be different points for each round. So at the end of 5 rounds, whoever has the most points wins, and will reveal their forfeit to the other, and the other must perform the forfeit. Thank you, everyone, and let's get going with round 1. Do you want to explain what round 1 is quickly before we start? Yep. So what we did was we had a board of 9 topics we came up with ourselves, which I put up on the screen now. And so yeah, Cerys, what did you pick for yourself?
I picked Harry Potter for myself.
Which is what I wanted, and I gave her the chance as the guest, damn you. And I picked the Rugby World Cup for myself, and then I picked World War II for Cerys, and Cerys picked...
Dance Moms.
I've never seen an episode of Dance Moms in my life. I'd rather pull out my tongue. So, here we go. This could be interesting. Round 1. Here we go. Okay, so I have my questions for round 1 here on this little notepad. So, let's get going with the first set of questions. I'm going to start giving them to Cerys. This is for the Harry Potter round, so these are the ones that she's picked for herself. So, Cerys, you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, let's go. Question number 1. Which of these Hogwarts professors does not die during the original Harry Potter film series? Is it A, Remus Lupin, B, Mad-Eye Moody, or C, Gilderoy Lockhart?
Oh, good question. One I'm not actually too sure on, actually. I want to say B, Mad-Eye Moody.
Cerys, I'm very sorry to say, but that is the wrong answer. The answer is C, Gilderoy Lockhart. Okay, question number 2. In the Deathly Hallows Part 2 film, Snape is revealed to have the same Patronus as which other character? Is it A, Lily Potter, B, Harry Potter, or C, Albus Dumbledore?
Question 2. I believe that Professor Snape has the same Patronus as Lily Potter. A.
Correct! Well done, Cerys. First point. Question number 3. I warned you this is probably the hardest question. Which of these roles was only played by one actor during the original Harry Potter series? Basically, who was not recast? Is it A, the Fat Lady, B, Lavender Brown, or C, Nearly Headless Nick?
Right, let's see if we can get at least 2 more questions right. I was going to say Lavender Brown, but I believe it was Nearly Headless Nick.
She's on a roll. Here is Cerys T, 2 in a row. So, yeah, on to question 4. The character Bathilda Bagshot appears in Godric's Hollow in which Harry Potter film? Is it A, The Half-Blood Prince, B, Deathly Hallows Part 1, or C, Deathly Hallows Part 2?
I want to say Deathly Hallows. Oh my gosh. A, Half-Blood Prince.
Oh no! Cerys, you were right, and then you changed your answer. Correct answer was B, Deathly Hallows Part 1. She appears when it's revealed to be Nagini. Okay, question 5. Which director has directed the most Harry Potter films? Is it A, Chris Columbus, B, Alfonso Cuarón, or C, David Yates?
I actually read about this the other day, don't ask me how, but I do believe that the answer is C, David Yates.
Correct, well done Cerys, which brings your final total to 3 out of 5. That's really not a bad start at all.
I'm quite pleased with 3 out of 5, that's not too bad.
So if we now move on to my side of the bargain, so Cerys, if you now give me your 5 questions on the Rugby World Cup, and then we'll go on to each other's rounds, which could be very, very interesting. Over to you, Cerys.
You have questions on the Rugby World Cup. So your first question is, what was the very first country to win the 1987 Rugby World Cup? Was it A, Australia, B, France, or C, New Zealand?
Okay, start off with a nice easy one. I think I know that one. I believe that is C, New Zealand.
Off to a great start. The second question is, what 2 teams played for the championship title in the final 2019 game? Was it A, France v Scotland, B, England v Australia, or C, England v South Africa?
Oh, I remember it well. So much pleasurable happiness came from that day. That would be C, England and South Africa.
A very confident answer, and of course it's right. Your third question. Who was the first ever player to receive a red card in the competition? Was it A, Hugh Evans of Wales, B, David Cody of Australia, or C, Peter Hendricks of South Africa?
I have to be honest, I wouldn't know any of them if they came up to me and shook my hand in the street. I'm going to make a very, very wild guess, and I'm just going to say A. God knows.
That was a very good wild guess because it is correct. The answer was A, Hugh Evans. Question 4 then is, how many times have France reached the final? Is it A, twice, B, 3 times, or C, once?
Okay, so I know they were in the final of 2011, and I know they were in the final of 1987. I'm going to guess twice, but I've got a feeling it might be 3, but I'm going to say 2.
Oh, you were so close. The answer was B, 3 times. On to the last question. How many times have Italy reached the quarterfinals? Is the answer A, none, B, once, or C, twice?
Okay, it's one I don't know, but I do know how hard the competition has been for Italy. So I'm going to say 0. I think I'm wrong, but I don't know. 0.
That's correct. Italy have never reached the quarterfinals. So at the end of the first half of the first round, I have 3 points and David, you have 4.
Come on, get in there. So I lead by 1 point going into the second half of round 1, which is the topics that we've picked for each other. So I've picked Cerys World War II, so I'm about to give Cerys her World War II questions. So, question 1. Which country was the first invaded by Germany in World War II? Is it A, Poland, B, Czechoslovakia, or C, Switzerland?
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. I'm just going to take a guess and say A, Poland.
Excellent guess, Cerys. First question on the board brings your total up to 4. Question 2. In 1941, which country launched an attack on the American base of Pearl Harbor? Is it A, the USSR, B, Japan, or C, China?
Okay, off to a better start than I anticipated. Second question. I remember learning this in like year 8. I think it's Japan, but I'm probably wrong.
Correct again, brings your total up to 5. Now, question number 3. How many UK Prime Ministers reigned during World War II? Is it A, 1, B, 2, or C, 3?
Okay, that's a good question. I want to say 1 because of Winston Churchill, but then I feel this is like a trick question, so I'm gonna go 2.
You were right to trust your instinct because you were correct. The answer was 2, Neville Chamberlain and Winston Churchill. Okay, question 4. This is a bit of a different one. Which of these movies is not set during World War II? Is it A, Saving Private Ryan, B, The Pianist, or C, Full Metal Jacket?
Okay, I haven't seen any of them, however I have heard of Saving Private Ryan. I'm just gonna guess and say C.
Yes, it was C. Full Metal Jacket is set during the Vietnam War. Damn! Okay, so your very last question is this. The common conspiracy theory about the end of Adolf Hitler is that he faked his own death and fled to which country? A, Argentina, B, Brazil, or C, Paraguay?
I am so shocked I'm getting these right because I know nothing about history or the World War at all. Oh my gosh. I think Brazil. I'm just gonna go for Brazil. I don't know, it's probably wrong, but yeah.
No, unfortunately the answer was Argentina, but that still gives you a grand total of 7 out of 10, so that's very, very well done. But okay, give me the Dance Moms questions before I lose the will to live. Here we go.
I'm quite pleased with our score. I think it was down to pure luck. But yes, so here are your Dance Moms questions. Your first one is, what is the name of the dance school featured on Dance Moms? Is it A, Candy Apple's Dance Centre, B, Abby Lee Dance Company, or C, Manhattan Dance Project?
Ah, okay, so I know that one. I feel like it's going to get harder, but okay, and that's the ALDC, the Abbey Lee Dance Company.
Yeah, we started off easy and that was the correct answer. The second question is, where is the dance studio based for 5 out of 8 seasons of Dance Moms? Is it A, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, B, Los Angeles, California, or C, New York City, New York?
Okay, I don't know, but something in the back of my head is triggering Pittsburgh. And the only reason I think that is because I feel like I've seen it somewhere. I reckon they probably started in a smaller venue and then realised how much money they could make and move to the likes of an LA, but I don't know that. So yeah, I'm going to say Pittsburgh.
You are absolutely right. In season 6, they upgraded and bought a dance studio in Los Angeles, California. That brings your total to 6. Your third question then. Who is Abby Lee's favourite dancer? Is it A, Chloe Lukasiak, B, Brooke Hyland, or C, Maddie Ziegler?
I believe that is Maddie Ziegler, C.
Yes, that's correct. Hopefully the next question is a bit harder. So, what was the name of Abby Lee's beloved dog? Was it A, Broadway Baby, B, Rosie Rocket, or C, Coco?
I know this one. That will be A, Broadway Baby. I think that puts me ahead, if I'm not mistaken.
You are kidding me. Oh my gosh. Yes, that was right. And you're now on 8 points. Lovely stuff. Anyway, last question on Dance Moms. Which dance mom has a doctorate in education? Is it A, Kelly, B, Holly, or C, Melissa?
Absolutely no idea. Don't know who any of them are. Holly. Guess. Holly.
I quit. So unfortunately this is all we have time for today's video. This is just part 1. We have part 2 coming very soon where we have another 4 more rounds of challenges. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It was so much fun to film. And please like and subscribe, and part 2 will be over on my channel on Cerys T. So watch out for that.
I'm not letting this lead slip now.